Konnichiwa, Mina. This is the Anime Guy, and welcome to this episode of Anime Guy Asks, where I ask you a anime-related question. I'll give you my answer, you give me yours. Today's question is, what were your favorite Dragon Ball Z games? Now, unfortunately, I haven't played every single Dragon Ball Z game, but I'd like to start off with Budokai 1. It was my first Dragon Ball Z game that I got. I really liked the graphics and I enjoyed the story mode, and I thought for a first Dragon Ball Z game for PS2 and my first experience with Dragon Ball Z games, it was a really good game. Although the combos were hard to pull off at first in my opinion. And what I didn't like about the game was how you had to keep getting money to buy Dragon Balls to get breakthroughs, but you never knew what skill you were going to get. It just said special support and I forgot the rest, but it never showed the name of the skill. And even if you did go to the one option that allowed you to see what the name was of the skill, it wasn't a Dragon Ball every time. My next favorite Dragon Ball Z game is Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. The gameplay for that game was just so awesome. I was kind of disappointed that it didn't have the graphics weren't as good as the first one, but the gameplay, in my opinion, extremely improved. You could teleport, you could do all these things, and it had so many characters compared to Budokai 1 and 2. And the graphics look better than Budokai 2 in my opinion. And we had Super Saiyan 4, and the story mode was so awesome. Dragon Universe was just so awesome. You could fly around, pick up items, and I really had a lot of fun with that game. The only thing I didn't like about the game was the fact that you had to play Dragon Universe multiple times to unlock all the characters, because to unlock certain characters you had to play as certain characters. So for example, to unlock Dal you had to play as Gohan, but you couldn't do it the first time through sometimes. Like for example, to unlock Broly you had to play a certain amount of times with Goku before you could unlock Broly. And that part I didn't like. Why couldn't you just play with Goku once through and unlock every one with his character? And I also liked the level up system that we had, and I really enjoyed Dragon Arena, but the thing I didn't like about that mode was the fact that you could only go up to level 99, but everyone else, went max level. But it said level 99, but you knew for a fact that they weren't level 99. They were about 140, 160, somewhere around there. And the next one that I enjoyed was Tenkaichi 2. Although I was extremely surprised, because it was a major improvement, in my opinion, from Tenkaichi 1. I was playing that game and I was just enjoying myself. And on top of that, for the first time, we could switch between characters in one versus match, and that was just so awesome. The story mode was long too. I was playing Tenkaichi 2 once on holiday, and I couldn't stop playing. I played the whole night. I played the whole night. My parents came in the room the next morning and like, what, you still playing? You haven't slept? And I'm like, yes, this game's too good. And I still never finished the story mode. In my opinion, Tenkaichi 2 had the best story mode. It had the longest story mode. The only thing I didn't like about Tenkaichi 2 was the fact that you had to do the fusions to unlock the skills. You know, you needed two separate items to create one item, and you had to do that to unlock all the characters. You had to fuse certain items together to unlock different characters. And I also didn't like the fact that apart from story mode, you know, you only had one or two other modes, which was kind of disappointing. And in the story mode, what I didn't like was that you always played as the good guy. Even if the good guy was supposed to lose in a certain scenario, you always had to play as the good guy, which I didn't like. And then we had Tenkaichi 3. Now, the graphics, in my opinion, were much better than Tenkaichi 2. Also, the gameplay was much better than Tenkaichi 2, in my opinion. And I just really enjoyed myself with that game. I really enjoyed the story mode, you know, how you had to switch between characters and wait for the R3. Sometimes I got annoyed, sometimes it was really close, and I was like, oh no, where's R3, where's R3, where's R3? And then I press it, and then it's like, yes! Although, what I didn't like about Tenkaichi 3 was the fact that that game was so short. I finished it in what, 2-3 days? And I wasn't even trying. That game was just too short, in my opinion. Although, it had the most characters. Oh, it was so awesome. They had Dragon Ball characters, they had Dragon Ball Z and GT characters. It was just so awesome. I wish other Dragon Ball Z games would have more characters than Tenkaichi 3. I don't know, I just love being able to play with all these different characters and enjoying myself. Then there was Infinite World. Now, I liked Infinite World, but it wasn't the best of the Budokai series. Because the cover that I got said it was the best of the Budokai series. I still think Budokai 3 is the best of the Budokai series. But what I liked about Infinite World was the mini games. You know, you had to do things like catch bubbles, escape from Namek, aim at Piccolo to shoot him down, train in Goku's spaceship so he could get stronger. I really enjoyed the mini games, and that was the reason why I got Infinite World. You know, I didn't really enjoy the gameplay because it didn't feel like Budokai 3. Not all the characters could teleport. They took characters away from Budokai 3 and replaced them with new characters, which I didn't like. Why couldn't they have all the characters from Budokai 3 and these new characters? And then there was Burst Limit. I really liked Burst Limit. It was obviously the first game for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. You know, I started playing it. I really enjoyed myself. Although I was really disappointed that it only went up to the Cell Saga, and part of the reason why I got it was because it was the first DBZ game for the PS3 and Xbox 360. But what I also didn't like about Burst Limit is the lack of modes. You know, you have your story mode, your arcade mode, and your online mode. Now, I did play online a few times, but I'm not a big fan of online. I prefer playing with my friends, when they come over, because sometimes the connection isn't that good, or you don't know if the connection is going to be that good, or if you're even going to be able to get a game. I like the graphics, and I like the drama pieces. Then there was Raging Blast. I really enjoyed Raging Blast. I enjoyed the punch machine. I thought that was very creative. I enjoyed the story mode. It wasn't too short and it wasn't too long. I just wish there were more characters. I was very surprised that they added in what if characters this time. We had Super Saiyan 3 Broly and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which I thought was really cool. The graphics was very good in my opinion, and I really enjoyed the gameplay. Then there was Raging Blast 2. The graphics for that game was so good in my opinion. So good. It was beautiful. But I really thought the gameplay was stiff at times. I really didn't enjoy that arcade mode as the main story mode. I really didn't enjoy it because I don't know, I thought the challenges were stupid. I mean, the one mission you were Vidal, you had to defeat Cell with one drop of health, and that is just so stupid, so stupid. And there's this other mode, I forgot the name of it, where you have to fight opponents also with conditions. What's with all these conditions? I hate the conditions in Raging Blast 2. No story mode? No. No. But I did also like that they gave us brand new characters, androids 14 and 15. And we got that main villain, I forgot his name, from Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, and Vegeta's brother. And they gave us the movie Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans, which I thought was very cool. But I was very disappointed by the fact that we weren't given a dub. I honestly thought we would get a dub with the movie for the game. So that was very disappointing. And then there was Ultimate Tenkaichi. I hate that game. I hate it. And the one thing that made me buy that game was the fact that there was going to be a character creation tool. I'm like, done. I have to buy this game. The first Dragon Ball Z game to have a character creation tool. I got it, and I was so disappointed. So disappointed. The character creation tool was subpar. Not even par. Subpar. Okay. The graphics wasn't as good as Raging Blast, so that was also disappointing. And the gameplay was just a guessing game. Let's guess, and hopefully you'll win. Although I did like the boss battles, I really enjoyed the boss battles. And that's also another reason why I got the game. So, my favorite Dragon Ball Z games were Budokai 1, Budokai 3, Tenkaichi 2, Tenkaichi 3, Burst Limit, and Raging Blast 1. What were your favorite Dragon Ball Z games? Thank you for watching, and until next time.